Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Season 16 of the Top Tiers ETF2L game. Highlander in front of us. Peel Upward is the map we're going to be playing today. My name is Jake. Today with me, I'm joined by the lovely Chando. The boys are back in town. I keep saying that, but I will say it once more. Chando, how are you today, man? How are you excited to cast this game? Lucrosa and strong opinions.
Wow. I am bloody pumped, to be quite fair. No, just game to be back with my favourite little caster, Mr. Jakeowaty. It's a pleasure to be casting with you again, my man. And yeah, this is a hell of a game, as you said. What have we got here? Strong Opinions versus Lucrosa in the final week, I do believe, on one of the legendary Highlander maps, Peel Upward, as we try and work out which team is going to take this. I believe that Strong Opinions currently sitting in first and second either way in a very good spot, as they always have done throughout the history of Highlander. Lucrosa, keen as they always are, trying themselves, I think, maybe to sneak their way into playoffs. I haven't really been paying too much attention this season to the ongoings of the leaderboards, but I'm pretty sure that, correct me if I'm wrong, can Lucrosa make it to these playoffs?
Looking at the logs right now at the statings, and it seems that it's really rough for them because they won the first week against Torres French Club, and then they had a default loss because they couldn't play against Fela Esports. Then they had another loss against Open Squad, and then they drew against Envision. Now facing sort of Strong Opinions in week 5, it just seems like such a steep curve they need to kind of climb in order to get into it. And when you look at Lucrosa, I mean, their squad on paper looks incredibly good. They have really amazing players from their main page from ETF2L. You can see that they have Grange Bob on Spy, Fallen on Sniper, Grab on Medic, Rambazar on Engineer, Kreshnik on Heavy, Bowl on Demo Man, Kronk Pyro, Iat Genk is on Soldier, and then Wish on Scout. Like, on paper, this team looks incredibly good, and they actually got 3rd place medal last season, Season 15. As for Strong Opinions, they haven't played last season. They took a short break. We didn't really know if they're gonna go back together, but unless they enjoyed playing together so much that they want to play one more season, and so far they're doing very well. Looking at the standings right now, they won every single game. They only dropped 2 points to Envision. And that's the only thing. Oh no, you actually dropped 2 more points to Fela. So those two teams, Envision and Fela Esports, managed to grab 2 points each for themselves off of Strong Opinions. But Strong Opinions won all their games so far, which grants them a really nice, neat spot at the top of the table. They'll be going from the top seed, moving on forward to playoffs. And well, it seems weird for Strong Opinions right now because they are favorites definitely in this game, but for the other team here, for Lucrosa, it's kind of like their last moment they can redeem themselves, and it's on Peel Upwards, so I'm actually curious what they decide to do.
I think it's definitely doable after looking at those seedings, that they could make it to the playoffs, but it relies a little bit on luck. So they got a 6-0 Strong Opinions, which is never an easy task for any team, to put it simply. And then they've got to pray to God that strong Open Squad loses to Torres French Club. That will put them in 3rd. But those are 2 very, very tricky parameters to reaching that playoff stage. Like you said, they haven't had the best start. I mean, it is a strange. A lot of good players on here. Definitely a big NA vibe coming out as well from Lucrosa, trying to diversify their roster a little bit with our friends across the pond. But I don't know if that's going to be enough, to be fair. The Strong Opinions roster, strong as it ever is, you've got some absolute legends coming back here. You've got the likes of Jackie Legs, Cloudy, Toast on Spy, Sec coming back on Engineer as well, CJ on Medic as ever, Emilio Estevez on Heavy, with a few sort of newer names, Eames. That's really about it. And Viljack coming back on Scout. So, I think that Strong Opinions, they've still got that really good synergy. They've got a bit of a classic roster here with some old, brilliant names coming up, and it's going to be a tough one for Crosser. And as we do now go live into the first map, PL Upwards, the first half, I should say, we're going to be seeing Lucrosa on the red side on defense, getting ready for that setup.
As just one more thing to mention here, Lucrosa is using a default merc or the allowed merc. They can get one merc in the game without having to consult the other team, and that is going to be Kalis on the Demo Man. A very well established 6's Demo Man being on that damaging class. Let's see how it actually works out, putting some really nice traps. For people who just joined us, this is Season 16 of ETF2L. Premiership division here between Lucrosa and Strong Opinions. My name is Jake. Today I'm joined by Chando. Foppish is on the camera today, bringing us the stream live. Without him, we would be just talking into just air. Like nothing would be there, talking into the air. But both teams now setting up nice sticky traps hidden beneath those rocks, but those spots already well known by the Highlander community. I don't think they're gonna be caught off here. Strong Opinions are too well established, too well known to fall for that kind of situation, or will they manage to be caught off guard here as the gates are down now? Chana, what's going on?
Here we see Strong Opinions just pushing that car a little bit. Nice high bombing from Eames there, trying to get some damage out. Maybe a force gets one pipe onto Liko the soldier. Wish actually does find Eames at the end, but a brilliant body shot onto Kalis by Cloudy. Wish going down. Some really good picks there as Fallen Lord finds Cloudy in return. But they don't have a demo now on the defending team, which is going to make it hard for Lucrosa to defend this if they opt to use here. And opt to use they do, as they take that Uber and on with the Scout and Pyro. Counter now comes out by Lucrosa. The Yahoo getting blasted into the air. He gets picked off by Fallen Lord. Jackie Legs goes down to the backstab by Granger as well. Not the best push at all, a little bit premature. Maybe they got forced out a little bit there as KritzKast goes down, as does Kalis. As the combat down for Lucrosa now. That post fight certainly working well in favour of Strong Opinions, and Lucrosa going to be backing out here.
Yeah, they're losing their whole setup with the sentry gun. They're going back. It's usually better to just go back earlier rather than too late and lose 2 points in succession. But now Liko using that conch to kind of help the team get that boost speed. Fallen Lord gets another kill onto Eames, and now without the demo class, Strong Opinions will be a little bit slowed. But now CJ is rejoining them on top of this cliff here. Nice headshot there by the blue sniper here. Cloudy's making some work, but he's gonna get punished for that by Sunrise. And now Jackalex running still that direct hit. He's gonna get punched. No, but he finds Granger. That one direct hit is enough to take him down. That spy is gone and down for the count. And now red team is holding pretty strong right now. There's no sentry to be seen so far, but they're holding this top point. Viljack slowly pushing the card forward. And Chano, the Uber comes out from both teams. They're just kind of standing, staring at each other. No one's able to get damage. Now KritzKast is just getting flashed off. Yahoo's gonna go down. Viljack's gonna go down. That Uber by Strong Opinions seemingly didn't really work out too well in their favor, but there's still no sentry to be seen from the red.
They managed to kind of dislodge Lucrosa's aggressive hold on that top area as Kronk and Kalis both get picked off by Estevez, Granger, KritzKast, and Liko all going down as well. And so another kind of stalemate Uber exchange there, but that DM in the post fight from Strong Opinions really works well in their favour. That's a very quick second as well, and they want to take this straight into third here. Got a high bomb in from Jackie Legs on that DH actually. Just trying to get some extra damage on that sentry perhaps, as Yahoo leads the charge up through the trench line. Getting very weak there. He's kind of got separated from his team now, as the rest of the team now bounds up. Following him, they find Wish, Scout for Lucrosa there. But that's about it so far, as the Uber now comes out. He's going to get popped off by Grabber in return. They're very back and forth frags, mostly coming in favour of Strong Opinions again. They're getting a lot of space indeed here. And yeah, I mean, it seems to be an absolute rush here, really working well in Strong Opinions' favour.
Just not sure what Kronk is doing. He's running the mini sentry, at least he did in the last push, and this definitely is not gonna give the card too much cover, as now it's being pushed by 3 times Engineer and Scout working on it. As Strong Opinions just assuming really offensive positions with the conch once again, getting some nice heals. He gets blasted. No, Jackie like strikes back into the cliff, and now the soldier actually is still alive somehow. Granger is there trying to shoot someone below, but he's gonna get found out by Sek, and he's just gonna be gagged up upon. And then, well, both players just die. Card is so dangerously close to the point, but looks like the red team here managing to kind of stabilize things, as they're still building that Uber. 100% for Graba, 80% for CJ right now. Lucrosa is a little bit struggling. The mini sentry is still running. Jackie Legs still on that direct hit. 5th kill for him onto Wish, as he just get blasted into smithereens. Now Liko's getting a little bit aggressive, trying to scout out where the blue team holds. Both medics have that Uber charge. CJ pops early, not really risking that sticky. going with Yahoo, just charging in. He's being always charging those Ubers, and now Sunrise is just chasing someone off the cliff. That's Viljak. Cart has been stopped seemingly, but only for a second, as the blue team Strong Opinion is reclaiming this. Kreshnik is just trying to get some consolation kills, but he's decided to run away, eat that sandwich, so he's low in health, and Strong Opinion is claiming the third point for themselves quite easily, and Lucrosa doesn't really have any answers to that, Chando.
No, it's very well redeemed by them to sort of regroup and push Strong Opinions back, but the cart was so close to the point there that Strong Opinions on that push, they just had to focus that a little bit, get those forward spawns, and then keep that pressure up, and that's exactly what they did there. Now getting it ready into the fourth and final point here of the map, PL upwards. They have been able to hold up top there with KritzKast and Grabber in the upper lobby area there. The Demo Man, Kalis, also now holding on the front stairs. This is a pretty standard setup here. Sunrise going down, and Liko with the 2k onto Emilio Estevez, and Cloudy, really nice stuff there. That's going to slow him down nicely and just ensure that Lucrosa's got a brilliant setup here, and it's going well with them so far. Now, Kronk almost comes in with that level 3 in the kind of default spot there. Granger and Fallen Lord both going down, though. That is no pick classes for Lucrosa here. It's going to make things a little bit harder for them to hold on to, but they've still got that upper lobby spots here, so you know, it's anyone's game at the moment here, Pig.
Well, Fallen Lord is gonna have a long way go back up there. But now Emilio Estevez is trying to push this card and kind of sacrifice himself. Jackie Legs as well, just diverting this attention from the staircase. Now Yahoo just charging and trying to get the force out of Grabba, but Grabba is not popping just yet. Siege is only 80%, but Toast finds a kill, and the Uber has to be popped. Grabba is low in health, and just Kalis is there, but the Uber just has no targets right now. Kalis looking for something, but there's no one to be shot with the sticks at. Now Sick is getting his sentry spammed out. That's a level 3 protect. No, CJ has full Uber range going in, but he's the same situation for him. Just cannot find really much with it. Punk sentry going down to Viljak's scatter shot, and now CJ is the only class pushing in on that medic. Now rejoined by some of his friends, but Red Team is struggling right now. Lucrosa cannot get any players on the cart. Now Kronk just jumping in, he's gonna suicide himself for it, but there's no one jumping on the cart, no one's stopping, and with 6 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock, Strong Opinions set themselves in this game with a very nice time.
Absolutely brilliant time there. I mean, that last push really opened up by Toast, who not only got the stab onto KritzKast, he also got the force from Grabber as well. So 2 incredible plays back to back from that spy main there, absolute legend in the European scene. And you know, from there on, you know, they tried to make that Uber work. Chaos overextending it just a little bit, and got caught out by Sek's aggressive level 3 sentry. So nothing really working in favor there. They should have held back a little bit and tried to just regroup and not been too aggressive. But as a result, they lost Kalis. They had no way to hold up her, and that Uber came out from CJ and Viljak from the upper lobby area right onto the cart. And you know, from then on, it was just GG for Strong Opinions. As you say, in a brilliant time, 6 minutes, 21 seconds. But game's not over yet, though, as we go into the next side of things. We're going to be seeing Strong Opinions on that defense now. And both medics opting for the standard meta, just regular meta guns there. No gimmicky crits plays coming out just yet, as we do go live and the shutters open, Jake.
Shutters are down. Kalis leading the charge here, trying to find out the sticky traps. There's no sticky traps to be seen. Now Toast is kind of spying on the area, seeing if the medic goes out. Grab is actually getting really aggressive and probably was notified. Toast will notify his team that Grabba is just kind of aggressive there in the lobby. Maybe we'll see some sniper action, but right now going with the first sack wave is Kalis and his team. Fallen, Liko, Kalis all going down, unfortunately, to the defense of Strong Opinions, not really losing anybody except for Viljak here on the scout class. The sentry is still up. The cart needs to be pushed first before the Uber is popped. What a nice headshot there by Cloudy. The second on his score. Sunrise now going as well, but looks like Strong Opinions are in full control of the situation right now. They have good positioning. They have a sentry in a really good spot. Nothing is really yet damaged, and CJ keeping everyone nice and healthy. Cloudy looking for some kills here with some quick scopes onto the shutter door. Now Kelu's going in. The Uber is probably gonna get called out. No, they're going in still with sack wave here. Kronk, Liko going down again. KritzKast now trying to get on the cart with Wish, trying to push it just a little bit more before the Uber comes out, but the time is running out. It's already a minute gone in this game. The cart hasn't really gone far from the spawn, Chando.
No, they've really taken it a lot slower lower than Strong Opinion had been. They'd already used by now. I think they're pretty sure they'd already taken the point. So very slow push forward. Finally, that Uber's going to come out now. Fallen Lord getting stabbed. This is really, really good for the defending team of Strong Opinions there as Jackie Legs and Eames bound forward, trying to get that damage out, but they've got to deal with the threats up top on Playground. That's the Heavy and the Soldier. Strong Opinions are not going to risk that at all, and fair play to them using that conch. They're going to be able to get out nicely. That's Granger, hot on Sex Hills, finds the Engineer and thus finds the Sentry as well. Toes going down as well. That's a really good pick though for Lucrosa if they want to keep this going. They'd be a fool not to here. Find, however, losing Kalis is going to be a bit of a problem. That's their main damage dealer out of the game for a few seconds. But Cloudy and Emilio Estevez both getting picked off. So they could still definitely take this, I think.
And now Graba in the backline getting really pushed there by Viljack. Managed to save himself with a nice sandwich there. And now blue team here pushing quite aggressively. Crossa doesn't really have that much time. Red Uber comes out. Graba still holds on to his. And then the Kalis gets it. Trying to chase up enemies. Eames is solo health is going to crater onto the health back here. CJ now is in a lot of trouble. He's getting chased off and he gets headshot by Fallen Lord. And now there's no sentry. Well, sentry is level 2, but it's far back and there's no medic for the red team, which means Strong Opinions are in a little bit bad of a situation here. There's a Heavy comes out here. Wow, Kreshnik just mowing everybody down. Emilia going down. Jackie's down as well, and there's no sentry to be seen. It seems really promising for Lucrosa right now. Graba is really aggressive with Sunrise up front, but the card is quite away from the second point, and red team is just gonna get 4 respawns. Let's see if Strong Opinions... No, Strong Opinions actually falling back to third. That's a smart choice here. There's no reason to risk the second yet if the entire blue team is knocking on your door. And as they're going into this lobby area here, they go, ooh, what a headshot onto Kreshnik by Cloudy once again. He's making sure that Fat Man is not alive or not singing. Chano here. What is going on? I mean, Strong Opinions just kind of letting everybody go through point one after another, just slowly bleeding time, but there's still 3 minutes to go, and it's very likely that Lucrosa is able to push it all the way back.
It's very likely. They've done well so far, but now it's their biggest problem, their biggest challenge is up ahead. It's their third point now. Very, very difficult to take hold of. And Cloudy's doing a really good job at locking things down as he finds Fallen Lord, Kalis, Wish, all getting picked off as well back into that respawn queue. And the Uber's now going to come out. CJ's coming up with his. Might not even have to use it though, as Sinrise just gets completely blocked out. That counter now comes in, led by Viljack, and Liko. But it was a decent push there. I feel like they maybe could have just held onto it a little bit, and they could have stayed a bit safer, but I guess there's no problem in taking that risk every now and then.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez and Eames are really locking the place down. Jackie Legs does there as well with those nice rockets just spamming out, and it seems to be keeping Lucrosa at bay for now. Now, Fallen Lord kind of has to figure something out. He needs to be the opener. He's been to the opener so far, killing off Eames, killing off Emilio or Jackie Legs. That was always the opener, but having all these classes up and running is definitely going to prove a little bit too difficult to push this card in, as just Cloudy gets a 6th skill. Now, Viljack on the flank also gets another, and that's on the medic, which means no overcharge or no heals for the near future for Lucrosa, bleeding that clock even more. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds to go with a full setup from Strong Opinions here on the third point. Doesn't look too promising here as, wow, Cloudy gets a 7th one, and that's on the sniper. This man is unstoppable right now. He's being healed, being protected, and he just has all the groundwork ready for him to do his job. Now the blue team kind of throws themselves up on the point right now, trying to get some kills, but they're just getting cleaned up. Eames getting a double. Viljack now gets Kalis as well, and Graba doesn't really have anybody to follow up on. That CJ though goes down somewhere on the line. No medic there. He's a little bit overextended. I see his body right now. But I don't think Lucrosa has time right now to push it all the way through. I mean, third point is still unclaimed, and Strong Opinions are still holding even without the medic. They just lost their sniper, and it seems like the situation is, the area is open right now. Jackie Lex is just trying to catch up Graba, and now Toast is in there just trying to body block, but he's just getting caught up here, and the red team just claims kills left and right. Graba is alive with only their heavy, and they're just getting killed and wiped here. Oh no, Toast. What are you doing? Why are you making this medic so sad?
Toast of that Ambassador. We all know how devastating it can be, even with the recent nerf. But they had a really good chance there to make a push. Grenjo with a brilliant backstab onto CJ, but they didn't really follow up on it very quickly, and now it's pretty dead time as Eames just absolutely tearing things up, finds Sinrise and Kalis in a very short but very sweet first map. Will go to the victory of Strong Opinions.
Wow. I really thought Lucrosa had it. I mean, they were kind of pushing hard, but I think it was just Strong Opinion strategy all the way through. Even if Lucrosa managed to get 2 points quite convincingly, I think it was just because Strong Opinions led them to do so. There was no way that Strong Opinions would just let points go without actually having to prepare the other points. They lost the first point quite convincingly after a few sack waves. They wasted like about 2 minutes time and said, you know what, let's go back to second. And then on the second, it was a little bit scrappy. They lost second point. It's like, okay, let's go back to third. There's no reason to fight for this point. There's no reason to risk our lives for this. The spawn bar is probably locked up already. Let's move back. And I just think that was just Strong Opinions show through and through. Lucrosa having Kronk kind of running the mini sentry on defense on third point. I mean, I have a feeling it was stuck on it. I don't really think it was like an actual decision by him, but not having a proper level 3 on the third point, such a crucial point as well, Chando. I don't know what Kronk was doing.
I mean, I'm a little confused by Lucrosa's roster, just full stop at the minute here. Kronk, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was a heavy main. Now I see him as a pyro for Lucrosa, and now I'm seeing him on blooming engineer, so maybe, I mean, there must have been some roster issues there, undoubtedly. He was able to get that level 3 in the final point, but as you said, it was a big, crutch, really, for Lucrosa as they were defending that third point there. They really just couldn't make it work with that level, with that mini sentry. It was just, I don't know what he was thinking there. If it wasn't intentional, then it's just unfortunate and a bit of bad luck, I suppose. But, I mean, they certainly didn't put up a terrible fight, Lucrosa. They were doing okay. Their defense was a little bit lackluster. They were giving away a lot of space a lot of the time and losing a lot of players. But their aggression on the first 2 points was pretty decent, pretty similar to that of Strong Opinions, give or take a minute or so. And so if they can really lock down that aggression into this next round, they might be able to take the victory. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Jake, what do you think that they're going to have to change up a little bit to start having some of these fights go in their favor?
Well, just by looking at logs, I think Cloudy is the problem for Lucrosa right now. He's sitting at 20 kills. Second one is Eames, the Demo Man, 4 Strong Opinions, and then Toast, 16 and 13 kills respectively. All 3 top spots are occupied by Strong Opinions players, which means 2 of them actually being the pick classes, 1 of them being the most damaging class. They've been having troubles with Cloudy all day long. Cloudy was actually going on a 7th kill streak at some point on third point on defense, and it just seemed like such a tough hurdle to jump with Cloudy being so well protected and just having the sightline to work with. Fallen Lord is an exceptional sniper on his own, but he's just not giving the same amount of space that Cloudy is, and that just kind of results in this very unfair sniper v sniper fight and just giving Cloudy so much room to work with. As for Eames, I mean, Eames is just working amazing with the team. Kalis is a merc here, so it kind of means that he doesn't really know how to play with the team. He doesn't really know how to gel. And Demo is such a crucial anchor of the team. He's one of the 3 anchors of the team, the other being a heavy and the medic. And having one of the anchors being replaced by a substitute is just seems difficult to play with. And I think that also may be playing into why we're not seeing much of Kalis this game. He's just kind of there, and he's just kind of getting damaged, but he's not getting any kills. He's only sitting at 6. So it just seems difficult. I mean, Strong Opinions have so many successes so far. They've claimed the first spot of the ETF2L Premiership League a couple of times already, and Lucrosa only got 3rd place last season. That was without Strong Opinions playing in that season. So now, just having a really rough season behind them and having this game in front of them, it doesn't look too promising, but I really do hope that they manage to kind of raise up to the challenge and still challenge Strong Opinions' spot, as if the Strong Opinions win this game here, Chando, they will be the first seed in the tables. They will surpass Fela. They're only losing 2 points to them, I do believe. So by getting all of the points for today's game, they will be able to surpass Fela Esports, who've been playing this year amazingly. I mean, they've got the second place in UGC, only losing out to Wheelchair by a very small margin. Those games were casted last week on Monday, and they were amazing to watch. Wheelchair versus Fela. And now Fela still playing with the same exact roster here in UGC, and seeing them playing so well, I think we might have a really good season for ATF2L as well, seeing that Fela and Strong Opinions are playing. But we're still in this game. We're still seeing Lucrosa and Strong Opinions. Strong Opinions currently leading with that 1 point, Chando, and well, Lucrosa has to find something. I don't know. Maybe switch up some strategies. Maybe go for something crazy. Maybe even focus Cloudy a little bit more so Fallen has more room to work with. Something needs to be done, because if they keep playing like this, I don't really think that it's going to turn out any other way than the first round.
No, I completely agree there. You know, I think we need to see some, perhaps even some slightly more gimmicky strategy coming out from Lucrosa. Go for something a little bit risky. At this point, there's really nothing to lose. They have no chance of making playoffs, it is sad to say now. So it's just going to be about whether or not that they can take the victory and get a little bit of an ego boost for what has been a particularly rough season for them. And, you know, yeah, just have a little bit of fun with it as well. Just get some slightly goofy strategies out there. You know, make some ballsy plays. You never know what's going to work there, and I guess just look forward to the future seasons that are upcoming. They are a team that's kind of on the brink of greatness, I think, at the moment, with the right leadership and the right roster, and you know, really good synergy, and not having players that can never seem to actually turn up to their games, and all these default losses. They can solid team. They could be something great. We do go live now into this last match here, second half of Upwards, as it's going to be Strong Opinions defending once again there. Granger getting taken down pretty quickly as those shutters open. Liko on the DH just trying to put some damage onto the sentry. It's going to get piped down by Eames, so a little bit faster than last map, I think, by Lucrosa here. They're certainly making a lot better time. However, Cloudy finds 2 consecutive kills onto Kronk, and Sinrise finally gets picked off by Fallen. That's going to be a great pick, actually. Now it's just up to Lucrosa to really make something of it.
Ooh, but Fallen Lord gets a nice headshot there onto the Soldier, Jackie Legs. But now he's just getting healed up. There's not much of a pressure on him right now. Just going back, you know, now Fallen Lord getting piped again. Uber coming out very early, coming out of Lucrosa here. Kayla's leading the charge, trying to focus that sentry down, but putting one stick after another is not going to take it down if Sek is still healing it. But Liko, no health, but that man is still shooting the sentry, trying to get it down. It's so low, and finally gets destroyed. Now CJ's in a lot of trouble. Kayla's on him, and he finally finds the kill with the medic down and only a few people up for blue team. Well, they will just kind of have to push this right now. Kayla's on half health, Toast still on the cart, and he's getting shot by Cloudy. Now Cloudy is just gonna go back here, gonna defend this top rock spot. He's not gonna risk it anymore. Granger going behind enemy lines here. Sek still running. Wow, actually no, there's just level 1 here by Strong Opinions. They have time to build this up. There's still a long way to go through the tunnels for the blue team. And now Lucrosa is slowly gearing up to push on the point. Granger gets Cloudy. That opens up a lot of room for Fallen. Now he can just walk forward and start shooting some heads. He gets one onto the demo man. Eames in a little bit of a pain right now. Gonna get healed up by CJ. CJ's half health himself. Both medics on equal Ubers. And the sentry actually almost got sapped there. But Sek is there with the rescue ranger. Claims the kill onto Granger Bob. Now just a little bit of a chaos, a little bit of a stalemate going on. The card's slowly getting pushed, but it's all up to Strong Opinions on how to decide to hold this point.
Yeah, I mean, now certainly a lot better performance coming out from Lucrosa here. More aggression, that's what we like to see. A good bomb in by Liko, and his Ubers get exchanged. Toast finds Fallen Lord, but Wish finds Cloudy in return there. But the kills are now coming in favor of Strong Opinions. However, Kresnik, that 2 kill to Estevez, and CJ, that's going to be really, really big news for Lucrosa's team there. They do lose Grabber in that post-fight. Someone's got to deal with Jackie Legs on the back lines. It's going to be Kresnik that finds him. Wrong place, wrong time there, Jackie Legs. But I don't know if they can really make this push work. They've certainly got some good frags. But they've still got to worry about that sentry. They lose Fallen Lord as well. They might be going back to square one here.
I just got a little bit overzealous there. They wanted to chase some kills, lock down the spawn, but they didn't have the people to push the cart with. And now the cart is nowhere near the second point. With full reinforcement wave coming out of Strong Opinions to just reclaim the spot and build up another defense. Wiethoofd is just spamming out, trying to find the spy, and once again, it's all up to Lucrosa how they decide to approach this. What a reflect by Yahoo onto Kalis. Kalis is down for the count. No demo man for the blue team. Now Grabba has to build his Uber. He got respawned faster, but look at this. The difference in Ubers for CJ is massive. That's 40% advantage for the red team. So Strong Opinions in all positions they have to kind of hold this point. They have a level 3 sentry going and an Uber just ready to pop at any time. Lucrosa doesn't look too confident or strong on this point anymore. They just kind of getting people on the spot right now on the top of this rock. Ballord looking for a kill, but gets found out. Now KritzKast trying to go and take down Wiethoofd, but he's taken out himself, and now just Strong Opinions going with that Uber exchange. Both medics have popped, and CJ is a little bit better spot here. jakeowaty finishes off the kill into Granger, who's threatening his medic. And once again, the entire blue team just getting wiped there with one push. Both medics had the Uber, and yet somehow Lucrosa is just losing every fight that is equal. Maybe they need to kind of figure out what is going wrong and go and dry without the Uber, but Clody is on the rock right now. He's just looking down this slope. Grabba's so on health with jakeowaty just shooting rockets at him, but he's being protected well enough. Sunrise is there. Now Toast is all up to Toast if he decides to go for the jump. Is he going for the Assassin's Creed? Is he gonna... Oh, but yeah, Sunrise is on him. Oh, he's gonna get found out now.
That was some phenomenal W work there by Strong Opinions. really made doable by Wiethoofd. No one seemed to focus him at all there. He was just in so deep, getting so much damage out. And they're just going to do it again. It worked last time, just led by Eames, the help of CJ's Uber and Sinrise. But this time Sinrise is getting the upper hand a little bit there. He's pushing them back very nicely. I think they've dealt with the sentry. It's now getting rebuilt by Sec. And Cloudy, however, finds Grabba. Yeah, he finds Grabba. Kron goes down along with Sinrise. Nice post fight there by Strong Opinions. This is it's just working every time for him there. They can use that Uber against another Uber, and they can come out with, you know, so many more frags in their favour. Eames, however, again a little bit egotistical there. Does get caught out by KritzKast. KritzKast gets punished by Cloudy, and once again back to square one for Lucrosa. Really got to try and change up these push strategies. Maybe think about a pushing from tunnel, wrapping around the banana area, something like that. I don't know, but whatever they're doing right now isn't really working in their favour as they once again try to push through top.
Yeah, before even they reach the red point here, before they're going to reach the sentry, just getting completely spammed out with half health, they are in no position to fight this. Grabba cannot heal everybody if everybody's just taking damage, and Cloudy, maybe he's not getting kills right now, but he's getting some nice damage on those headshots and just pushing the enemies back. And now look at this, how aggressive Strong Opinions, how sure they are they can do this. Now Granger finally managed to get through the enemy lines. He may be able to get a drop and stab onto the sentry, but Yahoo's there trying to find the spy. He's just being designated to just find the Granger Bob, and now Granger Bob just decloaking. Oh, she's been found out, and once again, Strong Opinions just going back. Cloudy on his 4th kill. Toast getting fallen as well, and means another push is just getting completely dismantled by Strong Opinions, just taking kills left and right, just slowly but steadily killing off the opposition. Finally, Toast finds a kill on KritzKast here. Sunrise going down as well. Now Granger is getting burnt down, and they're just bleeding players, throwing players on the top of this rig. Now Grabba is so much trouble. Viljak's on him, but he's just getting locked down. Eames is there as well, but Grabba is just dodging and juking everybody. He's still alive somehow. He's gonna get his sandwich. And I don't know how did Grabba survive, but it was long enough for Grabba to just lose this advantage, or lose the Uber. Precious Uber that CJ is sitting on 100% right now, and they're still in control of the second point, Chando.
Yeah, it's working so well in their favour. This is a pretty legendary setup for Strong Opinions. It's kind of aggressive play style on and upwards, really kind of pushing and pioneering that meta on this map. And boy, does it work at the moment for them. Clouding out that 7k. Finds Wish, and the frags are just constantly in favour of Strong Opinions. With 50 seconds left, it is going to be very hard for Lucrosa to make this work. They've got maybe one more push. It's not going to be an Uber-based push there. If they can commit to a dry push, they still have a chance here. But only 30 seconds left now to get that card onto the point. Otherwise, they are not going to be looking very strong for their defense. They finally found Cloudy. That's the first step. Now the next step is getting some aggression in there, and that's what they're doing as well. They've got to do it before CJ gets his 70, his full Uber here, and probably get it before there's not enough time to simply push the cart to the point, which I'm starting to think there isn't enough time now. They actually find CJ. Finally, this push is coming in their favour, but it's all a little too late, maybe? Or it's supposed to be of overtime. So we will see here as, yeah, I think they're going to do it, but it's such a huge cost to their time.
Cost is huge. We're about to figure out what is the time. It's 8 minutes 38 seconds to just push 2 points for Lucrosa, and they just kept throwing players left and right instead of going as a unit, just losing players one by one in each push. And finally they managed to overpower Strong Opinions. Somehow, somewhere managed to find the kills they needed. And now they're looking at pushing the third point. They got 5 minutes of the general time up. Now Kayla's going in, just getting completely annihilated here by Jackie Legs. And once again, Lucrosa, equal Ubers with CJ. CJ's just seems to be building so fast with his team. And the blue team is just kind of getting picked up one by one. Once again, Emilio Estevez, Ames there, Cloudy doing so well. Now Kronk is on the back line. KritzKast going behind. Oh, he's not been spotted by Vilcek yet. What is he doing? What is this man doing? He's just going from the shitter house, as we commonly call it. Now he's just looking down the lobby here, just taking down his Spencer, looking for some more kills. Now being reunited by his soldier, trying to spam out the enemy team, and red team here just backing up. Struggle is just so caught off by the heavy weapons guy into this shed right now. Now they have to pop. CJ going in, looking for some targets to heal and flash, but there's no blue team to be killed. And there's a scout on the cart right now, and Kronk is trying to take down Yahoo. Yahoo's solo on health, but the cart is being pushed far up the cliff right now, down the first hurdle. There's 2 more slopes to go before the point is capped, and Lucrosa with that nice little heavy play, well, they managed to buy themselves quite a lot of cap time here.
It's certainly not too bad now. They could just need another very successful bit of aggression like they had there, and they could take this third point. Got to wait for the right opportunities, though. They're going to have to really put some heals onto Fallen Lord here. He's going to try and get in. Instantly gets shut down by Jackie Legs with the help of Cloudy there. And they do lose Viljack and Jackie Legs in the process, though. So that's no flank for Strong Opinions. And Lucrosa are definitely using this to their advantage as they just work their way on the cart there, trying to get to the point there. But they do lose Grabber in that process. He gets body shot down by Cloudy. And yeah, still holding it really strong here. There's still a long way for that car to go if they've got any hope of taking this third point. And now CJ coming into 100% here. It's going to be very hard. Fallen Lord does find Yahoo, but they once again showing that dominating spirit that he has on this point when it comes to sniper.
Grabba needs to get his Uber up in check. Now Conscious coming out from the soldier here. Lucrosa trying to find some kills here. But they're looking for something, but they're not really getting too much. It's Grabba 75%. CJ, though, going down. I'm not sure what happened there, but Toast is there to block the car from being pushed in. Now Krog trying to DM him, but Toast is just so difficult to catch right now. Just hanging back the cliff, you know, just waiting for people to come on the cart, and that's very smart coming out of the spot. KritzKast once again going down into the shed. He'll still be looking for some kills. No, he's not been spotted yet. And once again, the same shenanigans isn't going to work out this time. He's just taking down Emilio, just slowly but steadily. There's just people just tanking damage from KritzKast. Actually gets Eames. No devilment for the red team. Now Strong Opinions are just backing up. They're losing players. 4 players down for the red team. Cart is now being pushed. KritzKast's a little bit of trouble coming out of the soldier here. Jackie Legs spamming him, but he's going to go back here. Now CJ and Sek, where they are, no, they just respawn here and are looking maybe going to drop down. No, they're just being completely locked down by the blue team, and finally Lucrosa getting themselves the third point in 12 minutes and 6 seconds. Well, I certainly seen faster times, Chando. I certainly did.
I've seen faster, I've certainly seen slower, although I rarely see Vaccinator in a match of this caliber, of this division, but it's kind of working out for them, I suppose. They're losing a lot of players here, but it kind of worked out for them. I don't think that Strong Opinions were too prepared to deal with a vaccinated play. However, that body shot into Grabber is going to put him back to the respawn queue there, and there's only so much a Vax can do, and it cannot stop a fully charged body shot. Not all the time, at least. And yeah, so now it's going to give Strong Opinions a bit of an opportunity here to set back up. They got to find the space. They're currently just playing a little bit more defensively here. as they lose Cloudy, but they're finding a few picks here and there. They got to get set up onto this top spot. The Uber is going to get popped out as they try and make their way up there. Lico was just waiting for that at the right place, the right time, I suppose. And yeah, they've managed to get up here, but now Grabber's going to have that 50% advantage. I think he's back on Uber as well.
But Lico just going from the drop down there, finds CJ, and just like that, he's out. Buying his team so much space to work with. Now Jakeowaty is the only person who is able to do something about the situation, but it gets found out. And now Lucrosa is just pushing the card. There's no one spawned for the red team to block the point. The spawn times are so painful, and the Uber comes up from the blue team just flashing everybody. Yahoo trying to blast people off the cliff, but Kalos goes down. That's the pit kill for you. He's just getting blasted all to smithereens, and now Grabba and Krog pushing the card. They do at the last possible second. Grabba goes down by CJ, but Krog just starts dancing as the card here goes down. The pit explodes, and the timer is just under 14 minutes for Lucrosa. Can Strong Opinions beat that time?
Yes, absolutely yes. It's not a very pleasant time at all. Certainly, Lucrosa cannot be feeling too confident here. They're definitely going to have their guard up at every single point here. But it is not impossible. So, I mean, Strong Opinions, they are very, very good at their aggression. We have already seen this. They had a pretty decent time at around 6.5 minutes. But, you know, they could have some more difficulties here. Certainly Lucrosa have been feeling a little bit warmed up. I can tell that they're a little bit more on point than they were in that first half of this match. And that could be exactly what they need now to try and actually get back in the game and get some points out of Strong Opinions for this final match of Season 16 Highlander. Is it realistic? It's going to be very tough for them, but they can do it. But, I mean, ultimately, the Strong Opinions aggression, well, we're going to see how it comes as these doors fling open and the Strong Opinions squad flies out, and getting some good ground already with the help of Jackie Legs and Eames there. Some decent damage out as Emilio Estevez now holds on that little hill, putting out some spam. Eames actually getting backstabbed here, so he's not going to be able to help with the suicide wave, but Jackie Legs instantly finding Kronk's sentry gun there. That's going to be a big pick. They do lose Emilio Estevez, but it's going to be half a Kronk to rebuild a level 3 in the time it takes for Strong Opinions to potentially push here.
They have quite a bit of time before Kronk actually builds up the sentry. So now Strong Opinions is slowly going out of their gates here. Fallen Lord claiming a kill on Yahoo, and it seemed that Strong Opinions really favor the pirate push first. As they're going full, Ejaculates here, just dominates here. Grenja, a nice little 180 and a shot with a direct hit straight to the face. And now just all up to Ejaculates to kind of survive and maybe spam the card. But there's Uber coming out of the blue team with Emilio Estevez just kind of being up on the front here, leading the vanguard. And now Eames is just kind of going back here. There's a little bit of damage being exchanged. Kayla's getting caught out there, trying to find a CJ, but CJ is just juking and dodging those sticks. Now Eames is the only person on the cart right now, getting burned by Sunrise, but Sunrise is still there, still burning and still alive, able to reflect some rockets. But now Toast, once again, he's behind. He may be able to get the Grabba. Grabba is soloed out, but gets found out and killed here just in time before Grabba goes down. But the first point has to be conceded among this chaos that Strong Opinions have created. And now, once again, Kronk has to build up that sentry. He's only level 1 right now, and it doesn't look or doesn't seem that it's gonna be level 3 anytime soon. And then just Jackie-Legs just flies up, almost falling down to the cliff, but he takes down level sentry with 2 nice airborne rockets. Once again, Strong Opinions just doing that full-on aggression, what I like to call a wave push, where you just push with the Uber, and then when the enemy team thinks that it's over, just re-push without the Uber. Seems to be working out so well for them, and now Eames just going down the spot, but CJ misses the spot as Kayla's taking him down. Now CJ's just all by himself with the Uber up. There's no one even to heal him, and they even heal or pop or flash, nothing. So the Uber is wasted completely. Now Grabba has to pop himself as Yahoo is there and just burning him down. What is going on right now? The amount of chaos going in this game is insane as the second point is claimed by Strong Opinions.
That's complete disarray at the moment here, Jake, and Strong Opinions eager to regroup and not get too hell-bent about that kind of failed Uber there, because at the end of the day they still took the second point with it. even though it wasn't really much of an Uber to talk about. But yeah, I mean, now they've got to take this third point here. This is going to be the big challenge for them there. They're going to find Sinriser. That's an opening frag there. And one thing we've learned about Strong Opinions, they do not need the Ubers to push here. If they find an opening, they will go with it. And now, if they can find maybe onto the sniper, or get that sentry or something, or just get a decent player advantage, they're definitely going to try and make it work. Number 1 and 2 from Granger, taking down CJ and Cloudy, who are going down as well to KritzKast. That's going to make things very difficult and going to give Lucrosa a lot of time to regroup and hold on to what is the trickiest point to take on PL Upward.
Lucrosa, 10 minutes to hold. Certainly possible. Against Strong Opinions, maybe even less, but they're just doing well. And Vilcher almost going down, but no, he just jumps back up, and now Cloudy takes down Sunrise, but Fallen Lord retaliates with a kill of his own. Once again here, Strong Opinions just getting really aggressive there. Not really having their medic with him, but still doing a lot of damage. Jackie and Amelia both going down there. Unfortunately, with a nice 1-2 punch coming out of a Lucrosa, having that sentry really far back. That is now being sapped and just killed the sniper. Toast is Krog is just struggling right now to keep it up, but he's just Toast is just destroying the sentry on his own. No one from the red team is there to help Kronk to keep this up, and once again looked really well for Lucrosa. They had his defense going. They had some really nice kills, but then just Toast comes in and ruins it. Rains are their parade, and now the car is being pushed to the third point with just under 10 minutes to cap last. And with Lucrosa not even having a level 3 up on the third point, it just doesn't look too good for them. They're now trying to reclaim the window spot here with the combo. They have the Uber charge ready, but so does CJ. Now it's all up to Strong Opinions whether they decide to go top or bottom. Sticks are placed in both slots right now. Eames going first. He may be spotty, just maybe creating a diversion there. No, there's no Uber Pop, just crushing, taking some damage. Kalis as well. Now Grabba still safe and sound. And Jackie Lake's jumping in. He's looking for Grabba. There's just one rocket, but no, he just misses it because it's still direct hit, not even splash damage. Still, like, Lucrosa is somehow holding this.
For how long though? I mean, they've lost Sinrose and Kalis. It might make it a little bit hard to hold on to this top area. Both medics still with their Ubers, but Grabba losing a few more of his combo as Yahoo just runs in and takes down KritzKast and Fallen Lord, and he's gonna get Grabba into the pit. Was that, or was that just into the pit as well? That brilliant 3. Okay, you couldn't ask for more there. That could be a done deal. That could be just exactly what Strong Opinions need to put the nail in this coffin here. Liko isn't giving up without a fight. Just jumping straight onto the point there, putting out some mega damage. As Cloudy finds Fallen Lord, Sinrise goes down as well. But Cloudy finds Liko as well. Brilliant headshot. Now it's all up to Toast. Just soloing it here. Can anyone deal with him? No, they cannot. And with that, it is a GG. GG's being called in chat, and that is going to do it. Strong Opinions 6-0 against Lucrosa on the final week of Season 16 Highlander. Jake, it was a short game, but it was a sweet game, I think.
Definitely. Lucrosa, even being on the loser's position here, even being really the underdogs of this game, really gave their all. They still tried to get some kills here and there. They still managed to get some really amazing plays and some pushes, but going against a monolith, a Goliath that Strong Opinions is, even after a season break, it's so difficult to go up against a team that's just clear favorites. And now, with Lucrosa just failing to secure themselves some nice points, they're kind of falling down to the bottom of the leaderboards. But I still would like to congratulate them on an amazing game here. They didn't let go all the way to the end. They still played quite well, and they still tried to do something in this game. They didn't give up until the very end, and even with that bad time, they still tried to do something. It's just Strong Opinions objectively were more coherent, were more coordinated, and in the end, they just managed to claim this game. Just looking at the logs right now really quickly, and just looking at the kills, top 4 spots taken by Strong Opinions here. Yahoo, actually, the Pyro is leading the charge with 31, and then Eames with 27, Cloud with 24. It just looks so kind of one-sided, but at the same time, the game wasn't one-sided at all here. CJ putting out 26,000 heals, Grabba 5,000 less, but both medics dropped just once. Grabba's also tried various mediguns throughout his game here, vaccinated with 7 pops as well. Heals roughly the same amount of demos and heavies, but Emilio Estevez definitely getting a lot more as he was staying alive a lot more as well. As for deaths, Fallen Lord unfortunately being the American with the American ping, he was playing really up to win here. 25 deaths himself. Most of them were by the enemy sniper Cloudy, who's really been putting out some amazing work here, Chando. And well, definitely for me, Cloudy is the one who would get the play of the game, or the player of the game, the MVP for this game here. It just meant he was just such an important player here for Strong Opinions, and the map being upward with those long sight lines and how well he was protected, he just had a field day.
Oh, absolutely. I think another player to really shout out here is Yahoo, particularly in that final game. 31-15 is by no stretch an easy task for a Pyromane. And 322 DPM as well, so he's pumping out the damage, he's getting the frags, and actually in that last push there, he really opened up, basically took the win, to be quite honest with you there, finding 3 frags in that Uber exchange, which you just wouldn't expect to get. But yeah, Eames pumping out some mad damage as well there, 546, and you compare that to Kalis's 327, even before we even look at, kills to deaths. And the damage speaks for itself here. That is some mega stuff coming out. Toast, as ever as well, really, really up to scratch. Despite that short interlude during his Highlander career, he's back and he's still probably one of the most powerful spies in Europe, if not the world. And then on the other side, I don't want to, put all the glory onto Strong Opinions here. Nick, I think, was a very talented heavy in both games, making some really good plays and taking that space where he could with the opportunities that he had been given. Fallen Lord was getting some good frags as well, despite the ping difference there. He died quite a lot, to be fair, but he was finding the frags, especially on defense as well. On that first and second points, was really raking in the headshots and the damage. But it just wasn't enough there, unfortunately. I do have a deep down sorrow and a bit of disappointment for Lucrosa here. They certainly didn't come into this with the most... What's the word? I mean, like you said, on paper, it's a very strong roster, but it just seems that...
Favorable situation.
None of them are showing up, though.
Yeah, it's just an unfavorable situation for them. But we're going to be concluding this cast here with KritzKast. Obviously, you can find us in many different places. If you just Google KritzKast, I believe everything will just show up that you need. But in case you are too lazy, here's Wiethoofd in the chat posting all those links. So please do check us out on Patreon, on Teespring. I do believe there's still the campaign for shirts going, or maybe it's gone. But maybe if you want, there will be more, as well as the website. Just keep connected with Twitter as well as Twitch. Just, subscribe or follow. Everything helps us as the casters, as well as the production here, as we had the wonderful Foppish making this happen, this game today between Lucrosa and Strong Opinions. So please do check us out, helping us a lot by just giving us a little one more view. Always good. Thank you very much for watching, and definitely stay tuned for more ETF2L action, as Strong Opinions winning this game actually managed to get themselves in the first spot, just basically right next to Fela Esports with 26 kills for each. So that's definitely going to be looking really interesting going forward into the season 16 of ETF2L. My name has been Jake. It's been a pleasure to cast with you, Chando. You have any other shout outs for our guys here watching the stream, still hanging about?
Just a big shout out to everyone who turned up watching this fantastic game. Hope to see you guys in the Twitch chat in the following playoff games that we will be covering, all of them as they come up. I believe, well, absolutely goes without saying that the Prem games, but perhaps some Division 1 stuff, Division 2 stuff as well, which we have. I mean, we haven't seen the Division 1 and Division 2 for a long time in Highlander, so stay tuned for all of that. Plenty of content to grit your teeth into. But other than that, again, Jake, likewise, been an absolute delight to cast with you. Big shout out to Foppish on that camera, by the way. Absolute hero. But yeah, that is going to do it, I do believe. So take care, everyone, and we will see you next time.